Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
Okay. Excuse me. Hello, welcome back to the live stream. And today, I'll be writing some more videos, alright? See that people are already here. Let me just do this. Okay. So, I see that Buggy's here, Grammage Videos is here, Betting the Intense here, Ninja122Z, he's here. I want to stream, everyone. I'll start it when I'm ready. Okay. Oh, alright. Oh, alright. Oh, I was first. Alright. Oh, I was first.
Oh, that's strange because it says that you're in the third. Adrian Ninja and Josh, welcome to the live stream.
Oh, I was first.
Oh, that's strange because it says that you're in the third. Adrian Ninja and Josh, welcome to the live stream.
Oh, I was first.
Oh, that's strange because it says that you're in the third. Adrian Ninja and Josh, welcome to the live stream. Also, Josh didn't start his stream yesterday because he was sleeping. Because
Yeah.
Adrian Ninja and Josh, welcome to the live stream. Also, Josh didn't start his stream yesterday because he was sleeping.
Ow. Yeah.
Adrian Ninja and Josh, welcome to the live stream. Also, Josh didn't start his stream yesterday because he was sleeping.
Ow. Yeah.
How many times am I gonna forget to put the subtitle on? Right, I'll look at the chat after I'm done. Okay, what
Okay,
was
so
I
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
watch the first video by
Oh my
Benny
gosh.
10.
How many times am I gonna forget to put the subtitle on? Right, I'll look at the chat after. Yeah, I'll do your request in a bit. Okay, well,
Okay, so I'm gonna watch the first video by Benny 10.
How many times am I not? What I was gonna do? It's
7
not
minutes and 35 seconds.
making a request. I was supposed to be doing something else, but I keep forgetting what to do. How many times am I not? What I was gonna do? It's
7
not
minutes and 35 seconds.
making a request.
I
I
don't know.
was supposed to be doing something else, but oh yeah, I keep forgetting what to do. Looking for that funny video.
Man,
Oh, it's this.
I love
Let's go
you.
fire. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting what to do. Looking for that funny video.
Man,
Oh, it's this.
I love
Let's go
you.
fire. Oh yeah. Looking for that funny video.
What?
Oh, it's this.
I love you.
Hey, Josh is watching a Serpello video. That's strange. I can't do that request because June Ninja is never grounded, and if I unground him, that would be weird because I never grounded him. So can I just do rewarded instead? Can I do rewarded instead of ungrounded?
Hey yo, it's Caesar. I hope it's not too late. Nah, you're fine. What's up? Are you okay? Yeah, so, my mom feels weird. So I'm going to the hospital. But can you do me a favor? No man, sorry. I'm really busy. Oh, come on.
Okay, did I delete my thing?
Please,
My history?
please,
Yeah, I
do
did.
me. No, Caesar. I'm just sorry. I can't. I can't. Please, Mark. I never asked you for. I'm really busy right now. I am Mark. So sorry. Please, Mark. I need you right now.
Also, don't give
It's
me
not that I want.
also don't give me requests that
That I need.
take days saying.
Okay, yeah. Well, what do you need? Can you turn on the cameras that we set up? You know, when we got robbed. And why, if you don't mind me asking? Well, just security, duh. I'm going to the hospital, you know? What if someone robs the house? It's kind of disrespectful, man. Like, nah, my mom was here. No, like, I'm going to the hospital. You asking dumb questions. Well, do you have your doors and windows locked? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. There it is again with the questions. Why are you asking dumb questions?
I'm not doing June Ninja behaves and stuff. I'm doing Caillou and
Oh,
classic Caillou and
yeah,
other
just-
stuff, not just June Ninja.
Onto the carpet. You can grab it. Okay.
Because that's
I'm
just
gonna
weird.
switch them on and I'm gonna get out of there. You know
I
I
don't-
don't like
well-
your house that much. Yeah, that's fine. One last thing. Can you get a good view? What was that? Peter, what was that? What was what? Yeah, that sound. What was that? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. That, what was that? But I don't know. I still don't know what they're talking about. Caesar, are you making fun of me or something? Do you think, Caesar, I'm gonna do jokes
hearing
right now?
something.
I'm going to the
I am
hospital.
hearing
Yeah, that's
something.
fair.
I don't like it.
Roblox,
It's annoying.
you think
I'm
you're
gonna
big
start
time.
Yes,
doing
I can do you a
anecdotes
favor,
to you.
but I cannot understand
Hey,
why
Koi
that
Morris,
sound
welcome
in
to
the
the live
background.
stream. Classic
So
Kai
that's
goes
why
to
I'm
Las
asking
Vegas
you.
grounded.
You're always asking
Have I
dumb
did that
questions.
request?
But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Last
Probably a
place.
bird or something.
Classic Caillou.
A
Oh,
bird.
you're lucky I didn't do that.
But yeah, I don't know.
I did a Caillou one,
Like,
but I did not do a classic Caillou one.
A view in the back
Yeah,
hallway.
but I'm
That's it?
doing June Ninja's request first.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Right, gotta go. I'm almost at the hospital. Hey, Mark, thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Caesar,
Not
seriously,
me.
stop
Not
it with
me,
the,
Mark.
with
I
the
am.
sound.
I swear.
I don't like
I don't
it.
know
Why
what
are you
you
doing this?
want me to.
Why
I
are you
don't
doing
know.
this to me?
I don't know where it's coming
Stop.
from.
No, I don't know.
Who are you? Are you my son? I cannot see. Let me turn on the lights. What? No. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
be
turn the
muted.
lights. No.
It's me, Mark. I have a gift for you. I have a surprise. Let me in, Mark. Open the door, Mark! I have a present! I have a... Surprise!
The hell? Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Nah, I am sorry. I don't have any money.
Oh.
I had enough! I want you to get out of my house! Okay, that's it. What the hell are you smiling at? I want you to get out of my house now! What the fuck? Open your eyes. What do you mean open your eyes? I can't see anything! Come on, just open your eyes, Mark. Caesar, is that you? Come back! Come here!
Son, what are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, hey Angel and Laura gets going. Welcome to the live stream.
You're one of them! You're one of them!
What happened? Oh, nothing. I muted myself. Roblox stop. Yeah, I have to agree with you. Adopt me sucks. Blue Bill scams people and adopt me. Also, I said Angel that I already did that request, but I just realized that it was a little Bill, which
Wow.
I didn't do. So I'll do the little Bill one.
Okay, that was it for that video. Alright, oh, who else is here? Wait. Yep, I know. Echo. Alright, oh.
I was muted. That's That's what happened,
Wait, can't
June
hear me?
Ninja.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. I just double checked. It's working. Yeah, I'll do your clip. Yeah, sure. Maybe you could like put the timestamp in the chat and I could find it.
And again, I keep forgetting to make a poll again.
Alright, next is
I
gonna
keep
be
forgetting to make a poll
Buggy's
again.
video.
My gosh, I'm gonna have to do that every time I do live stream. What the heck?
Alright. Alright.
How did this guy get so many subscribers? He thinks he's funny, but he's not. Is this guy autistic? Is he mentally deranged? Jump in a river and drown.
Don't join Roblox Small because if you join this game, you'll teleport into your room. Okay. And also, what about if I teleport to your room? If you join this portal, you'll see a portal with a okay. Yeah, I don't play that game anymore. Yeah, I don't play that game anymore.
You're trying way too hard to be funny.
If you go in it, a ball follows you, won't touch you. Okay.
I've ever seen. Yes, he can play guitar, but he's annoying as hell. What the fudge did I just watch? This is so lame. I wanna punch this guy in the face. I hate his voice. He drives me insane. I wanna punch this guy in the face. Someone slap this guy.
Log into your account and you're trying to Also, Joshua, I first meet Terry Berry. He does misheard lyrics.
Hmm.
Punch this guy in the face. I hate his voice. He drives me insane. I wanna punch this guy in the face. I hate his voice. He drives me insane.
entire Tears of Gold bag of spices, you Darko gets ungrounded. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that too.
I wish he'd go away.
Hey, thanks for watching. So here's a
Wait,
few
did
more
I just
videos
say
for you to check
Joshua
out or
gets
leave
grounded?
negative comments
Wait,
on.
or-
Your choice.
Oh,
And of
wait,
course,
I
don't forget
said-
to hit
oh,
that
wait.
subscribe
You
button for a
Darko
lot
gets
more.
grounded. Oh yeah, I will do your request soon.
Okay, that was it. Oh yeah, and plays YouTube. Boom to Livestream. Alright, I'll react to that again. Oh, that's the link. Okay, I'll copy that. But first, who's next? Let's see. Alright, next is Greenwich video, so. Oh yeah, and also guys, I'm blind streaming this for 2 hours. The heck is this? Caveman discovers fire. 1 million BC. Colorized. What?
Pikachu, I choose you!
Ew.
Pikachu.
Blastoise. You use the attack which turns the enemy Pokemon into a fire type and sends it into an alternate reality set millions of years in the past where everyone is ice show speed.
What?
That was oddly specific.
Yeah, well, Paternity couldn't come up with a better way to make this connection work.
Who the fuck is Paternity? Pika pika. Pika.
You're gonna die! You're about to die! You're gonna die!
God.
Wow. What the heck? Oh. Okay, that was it. This is already funny, I know. It's the fireworks scene. Yeah, it is. That part was funny. Okay, so next is oh yeah, also Stacey C and M-Man. Welcome to the live stream. Next is you. Alright, and then
Also, Junior Ninja, your Darko and Little Bill gets held back video is just about to be on YouTube. Don't you worry.
Oh. What? The link
Also,
doesn't.
Junior,
The link doesn't lead me anywhere. The link doesn't even lead me anywhere. What? You still here? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, 3 likes. The Google bar? Doesn't work. The link didn't lead me anywhere. Oh, thank you for Adam Plays YouTube. Thank you for the like. The link bar. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh my god. So we have to put something like. Alright, hold on. Is that what you're talking about? That might be it. Yeah. Okay, it's only 5 seconds. What the hell? What the hell? That's weird. That's funny though. Wow. What the heck? I mean, only moderators can do that, and me. Alright, next is Benny 10, and then after that is it was worth trying to find it. I mean, it did work. It did work. Okay, so a little bit long. 17 minutes.
There are many shows we remember fondly from our childhoods, from the adventures of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to the Saturday morning cartoons of the Flintstones or the Jetsons. But arguably the most famous of these cartoons is SpongeBob SquarePants, a show about an optimistic sea sponge and his daily life throughout his city of Bikini Bottom. We all know the same SpongeBob SquarePants in some way or some form. His popularity translated to a lot of merchandise. From plushes to lunchboxes and phone cases, SpongeBob is a staple of childhood and modern-day culture. While the SCP Foundation's world is one where monsters roam and anomalous events affect millions, SpongeBob and his merchandise is also popular within this.
Alright. This might be it yet. Yeah, funniest 5 seconds. Yeah, it is. It is funny. Funniest.
Universe. The SCP Foundation is most well known for its protection of normalcy and from the most extreme and dangerous threats. Anomalies such as SCP-1730, the Interdimensional Site-13, SCP-001 When Day Breaks, or SCP-682, the humanity-hating, hard-to-destroy reptile. These SCPs pose a direct, obvious threat to the people of the SCP universe. A lot of these anomalies have object classes that clearly state the danger level, along with their level of containment difficulty. Keter, Apollyon, Euclid, and more. Safe class anomalies are not commonly thought of as dangerous, but what about those safe class anomalies that were specifically made to be inconspicuously dangerous to humankind? Today we take a deep dive into one such anomaly. And we don't mean scuba diving. Or do we? Anyhow, here's a look at SCP-1808, also known as the Spongebob Watches. Its containment procedures are almost too simple, but given it's a safe class anomaly, it's all about the difficulty of putting it in a box and keeping it there, more than being about its danger level. There are 6 instances of SCP-1808, and all are kept in standard safe class anomaly storage lockers in Safe Wing C at Site-25. This is similar to the containment procedures of SCP-662, the Butler's Handbell, which is also a relatively safe anomaly, all things considered. The containment procedures also mention that all testing outside of monitored environments is expressly prohibited. It begs the question, if this safe class anomaly can be kept in simple storage lockers, why is there such a strict mandate against testing? What potential danger could SCP-1808 pose that these restrictions are placed on it? Well, to properly answer all of your amazingly inquisitive questions, we need to look back on the story of how SCP-1808 came into the Foundation's possession to begin with. In early April of 2004, the Foundation was alerted to an ongoing anomalous item auction from the anomalous group of interest, Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Anomalous groups of interest within the SCP Foundation's universe are all but rare. From the malicious Chaos Insurgency that works to harm the Foundation by utilizing anomalies as weapons, to SCP-610, which uses Yaldabaoth worshipping Sarkic cults that work to bring humankind back to a primal way of living. These groups are known for their use of the anomalous for executing their plans, and as we've seen time and time again on this channel, by pretty much any means they deem necessary. Let's just say there are not many boundaries set. Or none. Let's go no boundaries. Moving on. When it comes to Marshall, Carter, and Dark, however, they are a bit different from these groups. Instead of calling upon the starfish god like the Fiftists, or rebuilding the god of technology, McCain.
Hey Oliver, V. Berg Miles, welcome to Livestream.
Like the Church of the Broken God, Marshall, Carter, and Dark have one motive: profit. This group is solely dedicated to selling and profiting from the anomalous, whether it be through selling to the highest 1% of the 1% or contracting their anomalies out to other anomalous organizations for high payments. Marshall, Carter, and Dark is in the world of leveraging the anomalous for money, and as much money as possible. The SCP Foundation normally has a somewhat cordial relationship with Marshall, Carter, and Dark, sometimes even purchasing anomalies from the group for containment purposes. However, Marshall, Carter, and Dark often overstep these boundaries, causing the SCP Foundation to have to intervene and steal anomalies from them. The
and I
story
got a
of
subscriber. Thank you to whoever
SCP-1808 is
subscribed.
one of these times the Foundation had to step in. An agent of Mobile Task Force ETA 2, buyer beware, Agent Rosser, was working covertly within the ranks of Marshall Carter and Dark, attaining information that may be needed for the SCP Foundation's containment efforts. Agent Rosser was, of course, under strict protocols set forward by the SCP Foundation. He was to keep them updated with any movements Marshall Carter and Dark may be making, noting any potential anomalies that may need containing, and as always, making sure to be checking in every day. On April 4th, Agent Rosser failed to do his required check-in, and the Foundation immediately deployed other buyer beware MTF agents to his last known location, a Marshall Carter and Dark auction house. The raid commenced, and the SCP Foundation, having some of the most highly trained and sophisticated soldiers and agents in the world, swiftly took the upper hand, restraining and apprehending members of Marshall Carter and Dark and their potential buyers. A large-scale search then commenced for Agent Rosser within the auction house, where he was found seated behind a curtain with all 6 instances of SCP-1808 attached to his body, 1 on each of his wrists and ankles, and 2 fastened together around his neck. Agent Rosser was found in a state that could only be described as pure torment. He was unrecognizable. The bones of his fingers and toes were so elongated they circled back onto themselves. The skin of his hands and feet were torn to shreds from the force of whatever was pulling at them. The Foundation-issued boots Agent Rosser wore were ripped as well to make way for the bones. And possibly most ghastly of all, his teeth had grown out of his mouth, tearing the skin of his cheeks and jaw.
And I have just lost it. I've just lost my subscribers.
Of his torture. There were no other obvious threats observed that could possibly be the cause of these changes to his body. This made the Foundation suspicious and worried. What else could be in store for them? The SCP-1808 file described the anomaly as a set of 6 yellow plastic wristwatches. These watches are patterned, with green dots scattered along the watch body, along with images of the famous cartoon character SpongeBob SquarePants. The first anomalous property of SCP-1808 is that no matter what mechanical or electronic parts are removed, the watch still operates as if it's perfectly intact. The most dangerous part of SCP-1808 is when it's placed on a person or animal. As long as the wearer has limbs and phalanx bones, SCP-1808's main anomalous property will affect them. Once put on, SCP-1808 cannot be removed unless the person who put it on decides to take it off. Once placed, those wearing SCP-1808 will hear a chime of SpongeBob's famous or infamous chuckle every 15 minutes. If hearing that wasn't suffering enough, SCP-1808's anomalous property will now begin to affect the wearer. After the laugh is heard, the bones in whatever hand the person is wearing SCP-1808 will begin to grow in length. Every 15 minutes, as long as SCP-1808 is worn, these bones will extend about 6 centimeters until the watch is removed. The skin around the bones does not grow, so once they get long enough, the bones will tear through and rip the skin to continue growing. While there is no blood loss once this happens, those who have worn SCP-1808 describe the growing as immensely painful. These changes do not have to be permanent. Should the person that placed it on the poor soul who has to suffer these consequences feel a bit of mercy, they can retract the adjustment knob of the watch and rotate it counterclockwise. Upon doing this, the bones will begin to shrink back to their original size, and the ripped and torn skin will anomalously heal back to its normal state, as if SCP-1808 never affected it. While the physical harm that SCP-1808 inflicts on its victims can be reversed, the memory of the pain and torment the victims went through will be fully remembered, potentially causing further psychological torment, even when the watches are removed. The item's description also includes the terrifying note that 2 instances of SCP-1808 can be placed around a subject's neck, and instead of lengthening any bones in the neck, it will instead mercilessly cause the victim's teeth to grow. In the case of Agent Rosser, we now know the suffering he was going through during his time as a spy for the SCP Foundation. Yikes. The potential danger these watches can pose if in the wrong hands, no pun intended of course, can be devastating. What if an authoritarian government purchased these anomalies? The torture SCP-1808 inflicts upon its victims could easily be used to squeeze information out of a person of interest, Same goes for the Chaos Insurgency, who could use these anomalies to attack the SCP Foundation and gain classified information only someone like a member of the Overseer Command would know. These anomalies had to be contained. The Foundation quickly restrained the Marshall Carter and Dark Agent, inflicting this horrible torture on Agent Rosser, and forced him to return Agent Rosser's deformities back to normal and hand over the watches. Questions circled in the Foundation's minds. Why was there no blood despite the amount of damage on Agent Rosser's skin? And why did the Marshall Carter and Dark Agents do this to him in the first place? A Foundation doctor conducted an interview with Agent Rosser, with hopes to figure it all out. The doctor began with a simple statement. "Kindly summarize the events leading up to your abduction." Rosser answered, "There was nothing crazy about my abduction. I went to sleep in my flat and woke up tied to a table. Maybe I was drugged, but I'm not sure." This confused
Hey, Dominic Diamond, welcome to
Only when an
Livestream.
undercover SCP Foundation agent is discovered, they are not treated with the relative kindness Agent Rosser was shown. These groups, especially those such as Marshall Carter and Dark, normally want information, and will take that by any means necessary. The doctor continues with his questioning. "How did Marshall Carter and Dark come to discover your identity as a Foundation field agent?" Rosser chuckles. "I was never compromised as an agent. You see, I don't think they were even aware I was Foundation. If they were, they would have called off the auction and gotten their goods the hell out of there." He goes on to say that he didn't even tell his friends or family any details that would have made them suspicious of his rank in the
Quest 4 slaps
Foundation.
Caillou
Once
slash
again, the doctor
ungrounded.
was extremely confused by this move
It's
on
going to be
Marshall Carter
rewarded
and
because
Dark's
Boris
part.
is never
If
grounded.
they didn't know
So
Agent
Boris
Rosser was
slaps
of the
Caillou
SCP
slash rewarded.
Foundation, why did they torture him? The doctor asks this question to Agent Rosser. "If your identity wasn't compromised, why were you abducted and tortured?" Agent Rosser responds, "I think it was quality assurance, testing the product, making sure it worked, experimenting with it, and if the raid hadn't happened, they would have put me on stage and demonstrated it." Like the SCP Foundation, Marshall Carter and Dark are more than willing to test out these anomalies on unwilling subjects. Perhaps they see their employees like the SCP Foundation sees the D-Class personnel. At least the D-Class personnel are death row inmates. They're people who committed heinous crimes, whereas Agent Rosser and his co-workers were innocent people trying to make a living. We see how brutal the world of a profit-driven anomalous group could be with what happened to Agent Rosser, and one could only imagine the horrifying torment the former employees of Marshall Carter and Dark may have went through under this so-called quality assurance. Agent Rosser continued with his story. He described the events leading up to the watches being placed on him. He drowsily awoke in a dark room strapped to a table. He recognized the room he was in as the basement. He looked to his left and then his right when his stomach dropped. He wasn't the only one down there. Next to him were people he recognized as his co-workers, strapped to tables like him. After this realization, his shock turned to fear as senior members of Marshall Carter and Dark entered the room. "We are downsizing," one of them said to the helpless employees. They were going to use them as guinea pigs for their twisted testing of their products. Agent Rosser gets distracted, describing how much he used to enjoy the SpongeBob SquarePants television show. He watched it recently and found it funny, but now all he could think of...
That's going to be
was that
rewarded
laugh.
too because
Every 15 minutes,
Boris is never
that
grounded.
laugh signified more torture, more torment that he
Oh wait,
had
what
to be
the?
put
Caillou
through.
Force's Boris
Now
down.
he can't
How could it
imagine
be
watching the show without
ungrounded for
thinking
that?
of the torment
Caillou Force's Boris
SCP-1808
down
and Marshall
Boris
Carter
on
and
ground.
Dark
How
put
could
him
he do
through.
that?
While the physical scars are gone,
You
the
should be
mental
grounded
ones
for that.
still awfully remain. The doctor interviewing him requests that Agent Rosser stays on the topic of SCP-1808. The agent apologizes and continues. "First they just strapped the watches to my wrists and ankles and waited. After they were sure the things went off every 15 minutes, they started twisting the little knobs." He describes that he knew he was definitely being tested on. The Marshall Carter and Dark senior staff were observing these tests the entire time and
Well,
even participating.
he should be grounded for
The
that. How
experimenters
could he
would
be
twist the
rewarded for
knobs
that?
mercilessly until the bones in his hands and feet tore free of the skin and hit the walls of the basement, only for them to crank them back and forth and begin the process all over again. You can only imagine how many times they did this to the agent, for no other purpose but quality assurance. Agents of the SCP Foundation are trained to withstand awful torture so that no confidential or important information is revealed to other groups of interest or the public. Agent Rosser, being trained by the Foundation, would know this training. He attempted to use his training methods to resist the torture, but sadly it wasn't enough. Agent Rosser states, "The pain was from the inside. The tips of my fingers were worn off and peeled back like an old pair of gloves." He was one of the lucky ones. Though the people chained to the tables in the same room he was in didn't survive whatever twisted torture they went through at the hands of Marshall Carter and Dark. The doctor realizes that part of Agent Rosser's story is being overlooked and states, "When you were discovered, two watches had been joined together and fastened around your neck." Agent Rosser is silent. This was clearly the most horrifying part of the entire ordeal for him. His silence persists for another minute, and the doctor calls his name. "Agent Rosser?" Rosser shakily begins. Apparently, the Marshall Carter and Dark senior staff weren't impressed with the effects of SCP-1808. Despite the clear signs of pain and anguish from Agent Rosser, they thought it needed to be improved for a higher sale price. One of them suggested placing two of the watches around his throat. Rosser describes how his teeth began to grow. My teeth started getting longer, like my fingers and toes, but they didn't go straight. They went off in different directions. Some went inside. Rosser explains that all he could hear every time his teeth grew was that infamous Spongebob laugh. He goes on to tell the doctor that this torture impressed
No,
the
I
senior
don't want
staff
to.
of
I
Marshall
don't like
Carter
the
and
OIs
Dark
anymore. They're
enough
getting
to
pretty
continue
annoying.
with the
And every
sale.
time I see
The
them, I
memory of
delete
this
the
makes
message.
Agent Rosser ill, and he vomits before he can even finish the thought. The doctor allows Agent Rosser to be dismissed. Hopefully, he was provided with some Class A amnestics to forget this whole ordeal. The Foundation didn't contain SCP-3000 and harvest the Y-909 compound for nothing. The SCP-1808 file also includes a recovered auction catalog that Marshall Carter and Dark would have used to describe SCP-1808 to potential buyers. The description goes on to read, "These watches are the only products in existence with such uncanny abilities, and businesses or individuals wishing to carry out quick, efficient, and mess-free interrogations would be remiss in missing this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to acquire them, as would our patrons with tastes for intimate sessions of impassioned discomfort." The starting bid on SCP-1808? Only £14,600. Marshall Carter and Dark had no issues selling these watches to those who wanted to inflict awful torture on their unwilling
subscribers to my
and
channel.
unknowing
Oh, that's
victims.
good.
And we thought the SCP Foundation was
Good.
willing to
How's that
stop
help
moral
review?
boundaries.
Goodness.
All it took was a little motivation for profits, and Marshall Carter and Dark were shamelessly off to the races. For a few rather normal-looking SpongeBob-themed watches, SCP-1808 is truly a terrifying anomaly. Thanks to Agent Rosser's sacrifice, they are no longer on wrists and necks and are now in, shall we say, better hands with the Foundation. In the case of Marshall Carter and Dark, they suspended their morality to the point of testing the anomaly on their own employees. I guess this goes to show that profits over people is more than just a scary concept, even in the world of the SCP Foundation. Now go check out How Does the SCP Foundation Actually Make Money? And SCP-738 The Devil's Deal for more on anomalous business transactions.
Alright. That was for the video. Alright, I don't see any more videos. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Hey George. Hey George. Nightingale, welcome to the live stream. Have you watched Morbius yet? I haven't watched that movie before, but I've heard of the movie though.
Oh, welcome back, Anim Plays YouTube. Welcome back. Okay, you know what? After this video, I'm gonna end the live stream. All right, cause I have a
Such a good movie.
I have
Well, a lot of
I
people are
have a
saying
slight
that movie's
headache.
bad for some reason.
Oh, it's 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay, the next. Perfect title spot. Okay. Oh, but first, I'm gonna do 100 video first. Hey, Debug K, welcome to the live stream. sure of that one. Caillou says that it's on fire.
Whoa.
Hey, hit by animate. Welcome to the live stream. Caillou takes the wrong bus / grounded. Oh yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I got a subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Also, Dominic Diamond, can you not send me to my channel, or I will say subscribe if you want not to subscribe. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, that was it. Wow, he dead. He just died. Alright, yeah, I think it did. These people, I think it went down, like, a little bit. The graphics went down a little bit. I'll still watch your stream, alright? I'll still watch it. Alright? Alright, so that's the last video, alright? So, looks like Grandma's got a new sub. That's good. So you got one sub, but I'm still at 178 right now, so. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Alright. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this live stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.